Welcome back, everybody. I don't think it really makes a lot of difference. What am I doing? Am I? Yeah, no, it's the right way. I've got to use my black magic sword from the Air Tree game. Yeah, my internet is letting me down. It's a good thing I'm not don't take this too seriously. But yeah, welcome back. So I won't be. It's on YouTube. Depraved. Well, some kind of depraved perfumer died there. So, well. All right. So that was a bit of a waste of time, Bob. Anyway, we're back. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good when you lose a stream. It really isn't. In fact, it doesn't matter. People are looking for a bit of Elden Ring, particularly Europeans late at night. Then I'm off and I'm back on again. Doesn't really matter. But no, my internet connection is not foolproof for streaming. Which is to say that, you know, when I'm streaming a sports or show or movie or politics, if the TV cuts out for a minute or so, that's fine. But obviously, it's going to annoy a streaming audience. Right, next commission. So, oops. Inventory, hit your level 1, and you'll see as a second request. And now we've got Riley the Idol to be found in Altus Plateau, which is not far at all. There he is. And in fact, we can do some caves, can't we? So it's getting chilly here. That's why I'm getting wheezy. Yeah, Bonville I had in mind is Casino Royale. My streaming box is programmed in somewhere in Southeast Asia, probably Indonesia. Because the language for gambling sites which comes up on the screen. And all they stream at the moment on the Bond channel is Casino Royale and Skyfall, which you imagine, yeah, people want to watch, particularly in Asia, any kind of global audience, because they're now what will be interesting is let's just show you something a bit fun. What I'm going to do is map this little corner of Altus and then take on this boss. And I think what we'll do from there is that we'll spend a bit of time here just to warm up before we take on the the Imperial Castle of Lanedale. It's golden and imperial. It's beautiful. But that's really the second half of. That's a fire weapon, isn't it? I've just set it on fire. I'm not sure we'll do the caves today, but we'll map them. It's a good verb, isn't it? We'll map our caves. Yeah, streaming. I have a streaming box. It's not this kind of streaming. It's sort of pirated TV channels for sports and new movies, being those which are recorded on a smartphone in an Indonesian or Thai cinema. This is a lovely cave, actually, but we're sort of speeding on. We're speeding on for the moment. It is a lovely cave. It's one of the more imaginative ones. There's some caves which are dogs. I don't have the best memory. A better memory for caves and catacombs. Here we've got some quite interesting ruins up here. A lot of ruins are very boring, but these are quite good. So it's just a funny little corner of the Altus Plateau. It's one of the reasons why the world's so huge, because they've just added it. It doesn't have a lot of purpose for the plot, but you know, The devs, you can tell, love the autumnal browns, reddish browns of the Altus Plateau. They're probably their tribute to Japan, and they made it quite an extensive land. It doesn't have a huge amount of. That looks like a. Yeah. Doesn't have a huge amount of significance. A lot of Altus Plateau, but I will say that the area under the ruined bridges is kind of probably my least favourite. And in fact, we skirted around there in day 2, didn't we? Or no, it would have been the last session, day 3, looking for gold mask, and it was kind of frustrating because I really don't like that area. But this area, beautifully drawn. Those are the perfumers. I can say this that. One of the nastiest chaps because he's difficult. Sort of mini bosses. Ogre type creatures. He's difficult to parry. He turns up here. You can see there's a chest. Oh, it's not quite there. An empty chest. Interesting. Is that seriously an empty chest? Wow. I do not remember that being empty. There he is. Now I'm pretty sure he returns to Erdtree in a much more vicious guise. So he's one of the devs' favourites. Yeah, there's 2 of those gears. I'm pretty sure he returns to Erdtree, yeah. Yeah, you see his triple attack there. Stuff. It's an omen. He's an omen killer. He kills the beasties, which you find below the Castle of Lanedale. Now that's going to be an interesting one for us. I've been practicing below Lanedale Castle just so I can show you. No, and I tell you something, that will not be this evening, taking us to 4 in the morning. That will be our part 2, which is going to take place, I think, on Friday. Friday, I'm going to have a day off and play golf and then stream in the evening. We've got these guys here. Are we going to do this one? Alright, I'm here now. This is not really the weapon for. Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll just see how. Just having a look at my yeah, you need. It's a fairly challenging catacomb. You need a decent parrying weapon. But Altus Plateau it's still kind of first third of the game. It's a sort of 30% on in the game max difficulty, so you're not going to take too much damage. It's yeah, you get found out if you've not leveled up a bit. So obviously, I'm playing in a very lazy way with a overpowered character in a new game plus. So oh, and I'm only gonna die if I'm only gonna die if you see his delayed attack, the big guy. Yeah, he's the bigger version of those kind of hairy beasties, and he's pretty strong. So that's one to work. He has a delayed attack with that big axe of his, so that's one to work. It's very dark, this catacomb. One to watch out for. Otherwise, trap. It's a large catacomb, this one. Something nasty lurking. That looks like an omen. That is an omen. So without my armor, he's quite significant. Well, he's lured us in, hasn't he? And sounds to kill an omen. Yeah, they're big beasties who belong underground. So we met the omen kill, and that's an omen. And they have a place in the lore. Ah, you see, he's been doing some killing of himself, the omen. A gruesome pit. On we go, looking for a mechanism, which is quickly here. And yeah, rune arcs. You save your rune arcs for the boss, and as soon as you remember to activate a rune arc, you're killed in your worst try yet at the mega boss. So that's what rune arcs are about. They're necessary for spark. So we're slightly lost here because we had to go down here to find the mechanism. We shouldn't be though. Are talking too much? Yeah, Sport tonight was well, it was all about Arsenal winning, given they're finding them as convincing win in Europe yet. I think they stayed at four goals, and Lisbon got one back, but Lisbon had been abandoned by Manchester United's new manager. So, yeah, this is getting somewhat frustrating, isn't it? Are we going to just find? There it is. So. But City were 3-0, 2. Well, they 2-0. I think they were at least 2-0 up at half time, and they definitely scored a third. So City hammered Feyenoord. So yeah. And we've got a Misbegotten Warrior and this chap as well. Yeah, you see, he's pretty vicious. And see, that's Bobby again, you know. He's fast and he's nasty, and that's I know the perfume is hitting some. Yeah, he's just fast, Mr. Gunwire. He's always fast. Distance there. This probably is his speed. Definitely his speed. It's a nice special move, isn't it? Decent parrying weapon. Decent parrying weapon. It doesn't look... You say that, but... I don't know. Against an equivalent great sword, it's pretty effective. They say guards 63% damage, but... It certainly works against that chap, didn't it? Yeah, there you go. It's just a category knocked off a list. I guess we'd have to go back to that one. So that's a nice corner of Altus Plateau. We arrived here via a back door, as it were. So we're going to pop up and see if our friend, our poor lady with the scarlet rot, she has a famous sister. Well, a few famous sisters. But we're going to see if she's appeared. So we'll leave farming and stuff for a while. Ah, very nice. See if you recognise this guy here. I say see if you recognise him, but he's got something odd going on. We could hang around and fight him, but I promise you he'll just disappear. So I'm pretty fearless as you can see when it comes to dragons, so I've just scooted away. But no, she's not here. So let's just so obviously pointing to another catacomb there. That's a nice. I always enjoy this boss fight. Shall we do it? Alright. We're kind of here, aren't we? They strike fear into new players. And it's still me. I can't really do anything with him. He's just a ghost. Just a nuisance. And these guys are skeletons, so they're naturally a nuisance. There's a mariner. That's a great question. Great quiz question. How many mariners are there in Elden Ring? Is there a mariner in each area? I think so. Or best question, which area in Elden Ring does not have a mariner? I think I can name one with some confidence. It's whether or not you count. I don't. Volcano Manor, I think you've got to count as part of Altus Plateau. So there's one I can name with some confidence. So running out of stamina again, terrible. He is always managing that. Where's he gone? Put that potion up. So he will disappear. Yeah. You know, I hate it when I miss graces and I have to go back on myself. And it's only down here. Or is it? If I don't do everything in a rational way, then you get a little bit messy aroundy. Yeah. So that's Mount Gilmere. Mount Gilmere effectively is part of Altus Plateau. So there's our Tibia. Leonia, yes. Well, we've yet to meet him. Limgrave, I'm not sure we met Tibia in Limgrave, but I assure you he's there. So 3 Tibias there. The snow tops, mountaintop of the giants, which basically are snow tops. We've just got to get my grace ale. I'm just going to start to get really knocked. Don't know. Anyway, we're just where was a catacomb mark there? Yeah, so it's slightly annoying. Altus Plateau is full of these annoying little junctures, you know. So I mean, I got to go a long way around to get down. It was a little bit narky. There we are. View. It's pretty spectacular, isn't it? Yeah, there's a castle fort. Pretty empty one, surrounded by bloodshed. And there's this golden seed here anyway, so it's just that she's not here yet. So in my commitment to side quests, I feel I should perhaps just pop back and see what she's up to. which would involve. We'll talk to Melania. Is it Melania? Melina, sorry. Lots of chicks with A's at the end of their name, as has been noted.
Only a little further till the foot of the Erd tree. It takes me back. I was born at the foot of the Erd. My mother gave me my purpose, though now I have to ascertain for myself the reason for which I live.
Burned and bodiless. She keeps having prophecies of her fate. Yeah, we've got another catacomb up there, haven't we? The ruins are effectively just above the Sage's Cage, but we've done the unsightly catacombs. Okay, we've got some catacombs there. We've hit. Let's just head back to Altus for a moment. Galleys, yeah, she's there. Wait a minute. I think we'll have to chat with. Yeah. We'll just see how she is. I don't think she's had the needle yet. Knitting. That's a sewing needle, not a hypodermic. I don't think she's had it. Yeah, she's waiting for. Oh, poor thing. Alright, let's do her quest. Come on. Poor thing. An idea's coming to mind, actually. That's just an update of where we are with that side quest. An idea's coming to mind, and it actually involves us taking our path here. So, the one we've just left. So, back up to Altus. And Airtree Gazing Hill to go forward. That's closer. So what we'll do is we'll open up a catacomb, and we'll open up a couple, in fact. A couple of caves and catacombs to keep pushing on. Is it night? Just means you get occasional black knights. You get deathbirds at night as well as those black knights on horses. There's a few ruins around here you can explore too. Some people are fans of those livers to give you a bit of extra resistance. We need to return to our lake, don't we? Ah, the Lux ruins. Oh, okay. Yeah, slightly disoriented. There we are. So yeah, Millicent should be here. So what we'll do when we'll visit her, we'll knock out a few things later. There's no real rush to push on with her quest anyway, so no real rush. Stormhawk server reminds me. That does remind me of something we need to do. Oh, we've got two big quests to do. This is why I really want to do a Friday stream this week. Because there's so much to do. What's just as important if you want to do this 100% completion project or side quest is that you have to jog your memory, and when you've done that, you can set up a nice route, as it were. But I guess a 100% completion, you'd probably want to do it in a week. There's maybe 7 nights or 7 sessions, as it were. You know, doing your 4 or 5. I think people tend to do 4 hours, don't they? What are these young guys doing? They're doing sort of late afternoon to 11 o'clock. They're doing 5 hours sometimes. But we'll be returning Yeah, I'll make a mental note of caves I haven't done. We'll be returning, but there's something in there which we can pick up too. So we did find any good. Well, yeah, you see that cave up there. Interesting one, eh? So it's worth bearing in mind. Little kind of crevice. We'll emerge from there at some point. We've got our Grace Fair. On we press. We could maybe kill a boss. Do we need to? Nice arrow. Ash. It's not really my favourite area. Do I like Mount Gelmir? No. It's pretty spectacular. What I really need to do is put on some scaled armour at this point. If I'm going to fight the dragon here, I could do with some scaled armour with some resistance. Our friends the frogs from the Dark Souls games. Frogs with death light. I completely missed it. What a clune. Easy, not really. What a clune. Ah, I missed him again. Just keep missing that, don't I? All this is appropriately. You see how they followed me there? Yeah, they're nasty little blighters. Nasty little blighters. Oh dear. Let's just get in here then. Well, I'm getting through my keys a little bit with these guys. See if we need two again. We will revisit Seawater. It's got a bear in it, I think. It's not super exciting. Let's get rid of those guys. What a nuisance. Froggies. Let's change our weapon again to probably an ice weapon. If we were going to fight the Wyvern. An ice weapon. Fire weapon. Cold Spyhand. Ah, what fun. Yeah, Cold Spyhand against a worm covered in lava. Why not? Let's try this. Nostalgie for... It's been out of range. Right. Okay, we can return. Heading north. Well, we haven't seen those chaps, so... the Zweihander is not fantastic in Elden Ring. That going the right way. And where are we coming out? Deeper into Mount Gelmir? I'd say so. Looks it, doesn't it? Yeah, deeper into Mount Gelmir. You say that, but it's really the foot of Mount Gelmir. Okie dokie. What do we need? Like 260 to level up. Night. Let's just might be able to do something with our rooms. Really? Disappointing, isn't it? 12:48. Some way off. So we could do with fighting the worm. Our cards Firehander. It's alright. Wonderful. No, they can be a nuisance. They can corner you. They can corner you, okay. Alright. Alright. They can corner you. So. Yeah, we could kind of do with a grace. We don't really need to, but. Well, we do. we're gonna play like that. We need a grace. We're sticking Spyhander out. Oh, with this chap. He feels a bit underpowered, doesn't he? He does feel a bit underpowered. What's happening here? Oh! Maybe. Wow. What's wrong with you? He's strong as heck. Strong as anything. Oh, oh. For horse as well. Is that the Tana there? Oh, that's the Tana. It's the Tana. Oh, cool. Latana! She's pretty Latana, she pulled out a really nice little move there. I pulled her out because, yeah, I was slightly with my little Zweihander. I felt a little bit underpowered, just a little bit. He's a little bit cheaty, I know, but slightly underpowered with the Zweihander. My what's called the Hoarfrost Stomp was actually getting through his defenses quite nicely, so that in itself, those guys are annoying. So what we need here is okay, you can certainly build up a few runes for your amping up your weapons, but we need a grace basically, and we'll level up and well, we'll do something which doesn't become apparent till a little later on, but now this part 2, this part in itself is a little bit tricky. There's a rune containing a shiny object, which the idea is we get the rune bear to smash it, but it takes a long time for that to happen, and he's absolutely lethal. I actually wonder if the inspiration, if the inspiration for the Woo Kong Chinese Journey to the West Monkey games comes from all these lethal beasts in Elden Ring. But they are absolutely lethal. The bears in particular, the bears are incredible creations, but you get lethal lobsters too, in particular. Crabs less so. The dogs, of course. Giant dogs later on. So it is time to level up. And we're probably hitting we're going Faith Arcane build. Interesting, isn't it? The next up is Faith Arcane build. Combining the two. Yeah. Some holy resistance there. Not intelligence. Intelligence is ready for weapons. Yeah, it's a warrior build with a little bit of this and that. No, I wouldn't say I'm flagging, but we're kind of approaching 2 hours, and I'm kind of on that sort of weary final hour, you could say. They're just a nuisance around him. There's always the Starlight Shards there. No. Yeah. There's a pretty invaluable little it's kind of a gesture, isn't it? It's called a pate, which really means, in Old English, pate means a kind of an expression, facial expression, and it's invaluable. So I am looking around for it. It's invaluable for a side quest. Yeah, you see, there's the one. Okay, so we might even have missed Grace now. We'll see here. Yeah, annoying. Yeah, I mean, I just like to get these wizards out of the way, because they'll try and do me with exactly, they'll do me with glintstone. What is he doing with glintstone? Oh, he's got a fantastic. Well, he himself's got the fantastic glintstone attack. That old staff of his. Get out of here. Dear. Yeah, I could definitely do with Muggy, 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 muggy. Wow, I just keep missing her. Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob! Bob. Oh, Maggie. It's Zweihander action for Dark Souls fans. Again, the parrying power is pretty good. Pretty good. For magic too, really. But a lot of that is to do with my level, admittedly. Parrying is all about your level, less about your weapon. Right, there we are. A mystical creature. I do like what they've done design-wise with these wizards. They're just so immobile, aren't they? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Barely moving. He just holds out his hand. Yeah. Comet Azura. Now, that's going to impress a certain somebody. Yeah, let's just rest. It's going to impress a certain somebody. Like, you never see daylight in the mountain anyway, it makes no difference. Right, we're going to cross over. We're going to cross over our crevice, our abyss, our ravine. Looks like it. Looks like it. We're going to cross over. Oh, I'm going to fall quite a lot too. Here's a new one. And we don't really need to go down there yet. If I light a grace down there, it looks like I've done it, so I won't. There's a lot to do. Still a lot to do. Actually, I'm not sure I'm going to explore Gelmir today. Let's just see what. Remind me what's around the corner. Remind me. Mr. Pumpkinhead. It's a super area. It really is. Again, this mountain descent is a wonderful bit of design work again. The scavenger's curved sword. Yeah, those guys are scavengers, I guess, aren't they? Everybody's favourite beastie. Well, such a monster. We have arrested, haven't we? Taking off with the Zweihander on the source. I'm not sure about Zweihander on the source. I'm really not sure. He's going to take some putting down as well. Yeah. Whoa! Check that out. That's what you want as a special move. Check that out. He's got a great shield there as well. I wonder if he makes a shield available. He's just a hideous beastie. Yeah. He's got about 8 arms, hasn't he? It's a sort of hybrid spider monster. Arms, legs, whatever they take him up in the air and I keep missing him. Yeah, they are 2 riding sword attackers. It requires timing. You just don't want to get caught up in that, do you? There we are. It's a drag, strong attack with a release. He wasn't making his nice shield available. Alright, I'll light Grace, I guess. And we got a cave up there we can find. It all takes a little bit of finding up here, and it's not crucial. What we've done with the wizard and the comet as a spell is what we need to further the side quest, which we'll do now to have a little bit of a break from Altus, but then we'll be back, quite frankly, because problem with the Hoarfrost is it does take a few. You've got to level your weapon right up, and that's like 25 for this guy here. Yeah. You see, I can illustrate it in here. There it's a nice thing to have, but they're gonna. Still got no range at all. No range at all. And he's got many arms. This is not the most efficient. Give me a shot though. Right. That's a big air tree. So there'll be a beastie worth dispatching there. It's a little bit confusing. There we are. So. Gonna light Grace and then take off and return later. Here we are. So that's a slight in-between level. There should be a merchant. We found the merchant. Alright, good to find him. It's fine, merchant. Happy to see me. I feel like I should. Confessor Hood. Wow. That's it. Confessor Armor. Hours. A bit on the expensive side. So going back down. I just feel we should press on if we climbed all the way up, shouldn't we? Divine Beast Froststomp. That sounds like something I pinched from Airtree, doesn't it? The DLC. Yeah, it's not as good as the ordinary Hoarfrost Stomp. So that's interesting. It's what the beastie does in is it Castle Ensis? Yeah, it could be Castle Ensis in it's not the Lord of Fire's castle, is it? It's Let's see, the search for Grace is somewhat long-winded here. It's kind of slowing things down. Yeah, it's a real nice area. So we'll return to it and pull out a cave and kill a beastie and that kind of thing. Right, we'll have a chat with my lady. Then that's our next objective. So we're going to do start a quest and finish the first part of the side quest. So we're going to start phase 2. Well, we're going to start phase 1 of this side quest because effectively we've not really seen much of her. And we're not going to look at Radahn's. Well, we might finish with Radahn's comet. That's Rani's quest as well. So
my apprentice. Shall we
just
commence the
selling.
lesson?
I've got something to show you, my dear.
Master Azure was a founding Glintstone sorcerer, and my first teacher. A stern judge of men. But he must have seen something in you.
It's awful, this Firehand, isn't it?
Both proud. We can speak more later.
I want to know about it now, my dear.
I was exiled from the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. It was for attempting to restore the primeval current. The toothless pedantry peddled.
The toothless pedantry peddled. We saw Carrion last time, didn't we?
Unbound by terrestrial, no matter what. My apprentice, teacher, and student. But hear me out. I need your help to restore the primeval current of Glintstones. Perhaps this is a journey.
Yes.
Splendid. This pleases me. You must have a fabulous teacher.
It's you, my dear.
I need your help. Master Lusat is another and like Master Azure, he was
Lusat.
My apprentice. With this Glintstone key, you should be able to cross the.
It's a seal.
To restore the primeval current. He's now. After his expulsion,
A lead on him.
Academy, I heard that Master
Was that returned? Celia.
Wilds. Thinking about it, I obtained it wouldn't be too much of a.
Okay. Awful. It's an awful weapon. Let's get a watchdog. Oh, it's so big. Right. No. I just don't like that part too much. We've done quite a few caves and catacombs today, haven't we? So, yeah. Unfortunately, each time we visit this chap, we have to ride in. Well, I'd say it's much easier to ride in than it is to ride down. Broadly, she's up top of there. She's behind it. It's kind of a nuisance. We'll check. We'll check. We can get up that way. Check the town. Says I'm right. This guy as well. He gives me a headache. He's worth taking out. Watchdog stuff is superb. Oh, here we are. He's a sinister chap, but at least he cares about our young lady. It's Millicent. Okie dokie. I'm getting a little weary, guys, so I am going to. Now that doggy's dead, so there should be no reason why we couldn't go up and see her. Okay. Side quest time.
If you are wise, you will leave. My flesh writhes with.
Poor thing.
You ask that I stab myself with the needle.
It's unalloyed gold, my dear. You should.
But how? Never mind. I would rather
Good.
Continue to spoil from within.
She's already lost an arm. Oh. Having averted my eyes.
Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so?
Oh. Let's leave her for a while to get over herself. Now, I'll lead on Lusat. What's quite good here is they have another statue pointing to a catacomb. Check that out. Wow. So this is dear Radahn's plane. And literally we're pointing towards something there. We could go back to Caelid because we have Death Root to give to the chap in the castle. What's he called? Oh, he pops up as in a major boss battle, doesn't he? Arguably the most frustrating one of all. A clear indication of oh, timing. Oh dear. Let's take this chap on then. Let's see what these guarding abilities like. Pretty good. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. We're looking for a secret cave. Presumably there will be players who've left indications. How do you find it otherwise? Oh, I feel him dragging that thing around. I just had the impression it was behind here. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. Oh! So I've not had problems finding this one for a while. I may be wrong. So far I'm wrong. Right. Right or right not? I am embarrassing myself here, aren't I? I really am embarrassing myself. What I was going to say was having had this hint from Selin about Lutzat. I mean, you can see there's a path going somewhere. It is there, yeah, okay. I'm slightly embarrassed because I'm getting weary again. I'm so middle-aged now. Celia's hiding away, yeah. Celia. Selin comes from Celia. Of course she does. It's a lovely little side quest for next time. We'll go back and see our lady because her quest is going to continue in Altus. But we will return for Selin's quest, which is quite leisurely. It's quite leisurely. We should do it simultaneous to Selin, really. I'd say. I mean, we could jump straight back to the church there, but anyway. And doesn't look much better, does she? But anyway. That's a funny one. Well, we're just gonna leave her for next time, and yeah, I'm gonna be returning on Friday, for a maybe even a 10 o'clock start. Let's take these guys on. Watchdog staff. It is a super weapon. The problem's not the weapon; it's the ferocity of those guys. See the guard there. ferocity of them. Me again. No, they have have a vicious attack. Those fellas do, but again, some super guarding. Because of my strength, and it's a +9 weapon. That's how it works. It's just a shame we can't really visit Gowrie, but we'll be back. We'll be back. The Crystal Tunnel, I'm sure, to get that stupid stuff. But what happens if you go back to Redmane Castle now is just not quite attached to this Watchdog Star. Ah, we must have knocked off this chap before as well. So who's left? Odd. Bowed to me. Who's that lady? It's like Hayata, doesn't it? It's not Hayata. No, Hayata is. She had the Shibiri grapes, which are in fact our human eyes, and that was master of the Great Tournament, which is basically the boss battle against Radahn, and here he is. So.
Festival has ended. Brave
Festival, not tournament.
You have our gratitude. The celebration was spectacular.
Madonna himself was pleased. Ah, I see.
Finally, my work is. I'm no longer bound to this fortress.
So.
Old business. May we meet again?
No, I won't give it away. Just the nice thing about it. The nice thing about the side quests in Elden Ring is they run together. They run together okay, alright. Which reminds me... I always feel I should check out... I really should check out the boss's daughter. But having... the boss's daughter meaning the boss of the round table. But first we'd probably go back to... So he's going to show up somewhere eventually. We can see those two a bit later on. When I talk about the boss's daughter, I'm talking about Nefeli Luf, like a wolf. She's going to be in the round table. Just doing this and that. And that takes us on to, well, what I'm fairly happy to do, because I'm a little bit weary, and I ain't going to fight tonight, people. There's one chap I'm going to fight, but who might regard as a boss, in fact. But otherwise, what we're going to do here is just have a little look at if we need to do anything with Rani. And Rani's quest is complex. It's complex. It's the most spectacular side quest in the game, but it's complex. So there's nothing wrong with popping back and seeing what she's up to. We met our wolf friend Blythe in the Underground Kingdom, so we kind of forwarded that one. But much like I sought out Master Lusat to pursue Selena's quest, there is a stage which needs completing in Rani's quest. Rani is not just a sorceress, she is literally one of the queens of the great family who rule these lands. And now you can see that I've really not forwarded her quest so far. So what we'll do is we'll take a leisurely trip down, we'll talk to the sorcerer. The rival sorcerer, a very sneaky fella, you know who I'm talking about. Because not 2 towers, but 3 towers exist in this nice corner. Well, it's the Kingdom of Caria. It's not really. Liurnia is geographically the lake. This is a separate kingdom, and has this dragon got a name? Because we met Dragon Lasso, who, I assure you, he disappears. We met him, and we just see this as a glintstone dragon, so that's slightly different. We met Lanso. So again, I can assure you, he does not stick around once a game that dragon. You can blast him with a huge amount of magic. That'll be him. Hello, sir.
So you made Nepheli drink. Well done. You are a touch more useful. Very well. Knowledge of the sorceress art. I doubt much of it will, if you put your mind to it, perhaps.
Well, I don't mind telling you a white lie.
Well,
Glintstone iceberg. Alright. Lame.
it's concocted from... I never expected to. Well, your the task was left to you, and not only I...
The Mongol Blythe. Okay, so here's forward in the plot.
Well, now's as good a time as any. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selin.
Ah.
She owes me for the help I gave her when I asked her to look into them. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
Okie dokie. Well, we're just going to shoot straight back to see Selin now. We're getting very involved in her quest, as you can see. And ultimately, we need to go back to Raya Lucario Academy as well, because we have a side quest. Remember this guy here? Where is he? Ooh. Source with Thops, yeah. It's a side quest we need to complete in Raya Lucario. We did the Academy Crystal Cave. That's a cave up there. Everything's marked, actually. I really want to visit everyone. So, yeah, we're off to Selin in Limgrave, so a little bit south. Yeah. Well, of course, she's waiting for word from her old mentor, isn't she? Her old magic tutor. But
My apprentice, I have a The form you see before you is merely... My body lies elsewhere. My body is on the Weeping Peninsula at the southern tip of the lands between.
That's her real body.
Imprisoned in the ruins. Can you make the journey to... I have something that...
Wow.
Well. Celavis is not a name I...
So much going on with Selin.
But fine. If the stars alter the fate of the Karian royal family, and the fate of your mistress Rani, but long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that...
Wow.
My body is imprisoned in... Can you make... I have some... After his a place called... Thinking about it wouldn't be too...
Well, what we're just going to do is continue with Selin's quest. I mean, she gives us some information about Rani's lore, but my memory always needs jogging about the next stage in her quest. So, as far as the Weeping Peninsula goes, there we are. We can make a little journey here, which we'd probably do. You see, there's a path going up to the peninsula. Probably that's the best way. She would be... Yeah, she's right down there. Okay, so let's do a little bit of mapping. We're not going to stop and fight, but we do need to get ourselves up there. Again, it has quite a unique landscape. This one. And that would be it, yeah. So that's the path back down to the bridge, and we'll just fork off. Should be okay. Berries. So yes, plan this week. I'm going to stream Friday to complete. This is basically a 2-part stream. I'll call it day 5. It's a 2-part stream whereby we'll we will take on Morgott and Moog next time, because in effect what I'm going to do for a big stream on Friday is take you into the DLC. So good question. Do we need to we don't get all the way up? That's our way back, I think, isn't it? Yeah. So we're looking for another wind turret. I've still got the it might be good to fight the Avatar with it, in fact. I wonder if I can parry the Avatars. He has a similar sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of messing around a little bit here. There's not too many graces in the Weeping Peninsula, so that in itself is somewhat of a headache. Should be one here though. Yeah, good. Okay, so that's a useful grace. And in New Game Plus, you're not going to pick up any extra tiers. Maybe you can. What's my level? Don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I've got anything available. Nah, dispelling again. So no extra potions.
Spoken echoes linger, words of Queen Marika, who vanished. If you wish, in Marika's own words, then, after thy death, I will give back what I once claimed, return to the lands between, wage war, and brandish the Elden ring, grow strong in the face of death. Warriors of my lord, Lord Godfrey.
Godfrey again. What are we doing? Okay, whatever. It's just a little late at night to start thinking about boosting combat. Just a little bit on the late side. Right. Okay. Yeah, we're basically crossing to the next tip, and I think we're okay there. Now, it really is a wonderful part of the lake. You see the wandering mausoleum in the distance, and yeah, I think we might have stumbled upon her actually, which would be nice. Oh no, the Tombswood Ruins. Oh, I know where we are. What are these characters? Yeah, it's a couple of I can't deal with these guys at all. They're a nuisance. I told you. Oh, Bobby. I should be okay now. I don't know. Will they? I can't deal with them at all. This is my bad for not changing the weapon. As a warfare! Oh my goodness, that's probably the worst cave I've ever gone in. My bad for not changing the weapons. Very, very cumbersome. My bad. Sounds great. Oh, come on, Bob. What's he got? Can he use Plasma's Grave? Ay, ay, ay. Wow. Not dealt with the Tombs but ruins for a while, have I? There's just some, there were just some pesky thieves in there who have got they've got a nice move set, you know, in terms of attacking. It's late and Bob was not prepared for them. So out comes the Blasphemous Blade. Where's it gone? There it is. Oh dear. I think this is the most overrated weapon in the entire game. Look, it's not really having much of an impact. It's at a low level, fine, because we're still in Limgrave. Ah, it's full of surprises, isn't it? Full of surprises. Oh. You get a little bit of vigor, life force back from your victims. Okie dokie. Oh dear. That was a little bit embarrassing. A wing scythe, thank you very much. Who on earth uses a scythe? If I was a true obsessive, I would do a scythe run. Yes, I definitely do an Elden Ring scythe run. What a joke. Ugh. Right, Weeping Peninsula. Let's dispatch a mausoleum and double Radahn's weapons. That's what we're going to do. Right. So here's a good indication. You can see a cave up there. Truly terrible cave. we will do it too. We need to go back and see Selin. If you want to do 100% completion, I think it's a very, very, very easy, well, let's call it a viable objective. But if you know the side quests, you can find yourself returning to these places. You can do your ruins, catacombs, and caves. You can do your arena bosses, do all of them. Yeah. That's your 100% completion. I would advise you just to follow the side quest, and you should be able to cover everything. As far as I can tell, there's only one significant side quest in the DLC Shadow of the Erdtree. So the Blistering Barnacles. These guys, they go down. They go down with their. Don't stand under them when they go down. However, has he not quite gone yet? Wow, that's surprising. That sounds more like it. Right. He's just about to go down. Just fantastic creations again. Very imaginative. Visual vision. just aesthetically, it's very, very, a very impressive vision. Righty ho! It's one of the first mausoleums, really. And that's what that's the guy I want. It's the guy I want because I want both his weapons. I want his bow and I want his incredible dual blade sword. So that's what it's about. General Radahn is, I think, he's the star of the main game. He really is. He's the star boss, and he has two incredible weapons, particularly the dual swords. So we'll have a look at those. So that's all very nice. Well, we came to see Selin, didn't we? So in fact, yeah, the idea was to southwest or something. Selin's real form. Well, she's got a tragic story, as we're about to find out. So there's a grace here. Weeping Peninsula is a good area to grind through. I'd say if you need 30,000-40,000 runes at a time. It's not so bad. Can you buy here? Note about, we know about those guys, we'll buy a few of those. We have a lot of those. Another Zweihander. 200 Zweihander, maybe. Duplicates. That is pretty useful, must be said. Don't know.
Have a safe journey.
It might be interesting to use one of those because what time is it? Half an hour more to play tonight. And I feel I should get maybe now Gold Mask Quest 2 I should be looking at, so I tend to get a little bit too caught up in selling. And Rani, I should be working on Rani, but not quite there at the moment. An ambush shard. Now that one I didn't notice before.
My apprentice.
Oh dear.
Thank you for coming. These shackles take a toll on us all. There is something I need you to look after. My primal glintstone. A star has fallen, and my fortunes waver. Someone may come for my life, and so I entrust it with you. Myself.
Wow. That's her primal glintstone. Great moment. Wow. It's the gold mask. Porcelain.
Thank you, my apprentice. This is my essence. Please, treat it with what you hope.
Great scene. Well, the beauty of that scene is having timed it correctly, with requisite knowledge. That's the beauty of that scene, really is. But it needs you to have done your research, your trial and error. So good. Now, so everyone's been talking about Nokron. So next, we really just need to follow what's on the map. And that is indeed this crater Radahn has made. I might pop back to Round Table and just check up on the Master and his... Wow, Son's body has died already. Anyway, more will be revealed about herself. Now, having doubled Radahn, we're gonna get the great sword. We're also gonna get his amazing bow. Yeah. And we'll do the same with Godric. So we double both of those guys.
Now go forth.
We'll get his armor and basically his kit. For a sorceress, we should really go for the Queen. So for the moment, we're just sticking with leveling up. Mr. D. So that does remind me. Let's have a chat with the Lord of the Manor first. We've got a few things to do here. Just gonna see a little bit of lore. So yeah, I'm glad I paid a visit to the round table. It's our friend.
Journey to the capital, then the two fingers. You may be our best.
He's not really got anything to add at the moment, Sir Gideon. But his poor adopted daughters, I mean, her melancholy continues, as we'll see in a moment. Now, this chap, we're not quite ready to go below the castle yet, Lendal Castle. So I'm not surprised he just won't talk to me. Okie dokie. Now, his dear daughter should be here. There she is.
Ah, you. Please. It's pathetic, I know, but... So you know already, do you? Right. It's true. For indulging my emotions. Father. Mother, I would have done anything for him. To place him with him. And yet
Plot thickens.
I betrayed him.
I'm not sure how.
To think he'd order his men to enact such... Where is the justice? He once told me that if he would never allow the downtrodden. Was he simply lying? No.
Sounds like people voted for Labour, wasn't?
How could I say Father has all... And now... No.
Do we know exactly what she's talking about? I'm not sure we do.
How Father has always... And now...
The dynamics I get in their relationship is that he's a cynical old warlord and she's an idealistic young warrior, and he's in the vacuum of power, which is the lands between. He's just getting on with, you know, whatever suits his gender, personal empowerment, basically.
I can hear it from across the wing, past the howling and wailing of spirits. You should keep your distance.
Yeah, very interesting. She was doing rather well, I thought. It's worth leveling her up. Cadence Cell Sword. It's rather good, isn't he? There's a clue. Well. We'll have a chat. Now we're here.
Pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? The
We
blessing
will.
is still a flame in your breast. Would you like to be held
Regardless.
now?
Mr. Goldmask is Lady of Death.
You are so. I was known as a dead body till I was asleep. I lay to do so, but before I was awake, pray. Despite all that,
Still
I
wish.
still wish to be a death. So please, my dear, might I ask something of you? Could you please find the owner of this
Wow.
and return?
A weathered dagger.
Certain person gave. It's a very precious thing, so I would like for the original owner to have it back. If I'd like you to find the owner of the dagger. It's a very... Then good day to you, my dear.
Fear Deathbed Companion. No, this is it's another impressive bit of storytelling. It's a side quest. It's a little short, slightly one-dimensional, but there's some fantastic stuff that goes on in it. Of course, I've done my research about her, but in terms of locating the owner of a dagger, the answer is to look a little close to home. And who do we have left? Oh, we have this guy.
Something else.
And there we are.
What have we here?
I don't think there were any clues, but he hung around. And it was worth checking out Our Lady again.
Well,
And a new story is opened up.
I know very well. Why don't I return? Good work.
All right. Now, Nefali. we do need to do one thing for Rani too. I say I got about half an hour to play. I'm really shattered, but I will do those two things. So off to let's maybe level a few things up if we can. See what we've got. Evade is fine. Seem to have two of everything. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, and light swords. I don't think that's really up to much, that one. Michelin's light sword. I've got two of these halberds, haven't I? Yeah. Just for bashing people on my head, that isn't it, really? Banished Knight's Great Sword. Is that your second claymore? Yeah, basic stuff. Want to play around with magic. Eon's bow, super.
I spoke with the girl. She has it, so I told her everything. I'm indebted. It was all I'm sorry.
Okie dokie. Whoa, I'm tired. Right. So we have 12,000. We do need to buy some. But what we're going to do is we're going to just have a pop at two side quests. So the big side quest is Rani's quest. She's truly one of the goddesses of the world. So we really need to have a look at where she is. Have a look at the main story to pursue her side quest. Otherwise, you see they're pointing down to Castle Morn still, so that's kind of interesting, isn't it? It is kind of interesting. Suggesting I should go back to Castle Morn. Yeah, well, so the other thing we need to do is we could go down Millicent. We can give him some death root. We do need to do this next quest in Bounty, as it were, there. And we need to send Millicent there. Yeah, what we're going to do first is... No, we will do this one first because I can't really afford to fall asleep. And in fact, it is you're better being in the cellar, but Blasphemous Blade, yeah, that's at least. It's northeast though. There we are. Ooh. Yeah, Yeah, I'm getting really tired now. Right, a little drop down. Oh. There we are. Yeah, that's all that's needed here. Okie dokie. Right. Oh! That's the sea sword. Let's just head north. Yeah, you can see there's... Well, that's sad. We're going around the coast. I live by the seaside, why not? Yeah. Walls and a few ruins. Yeah. We're going to discover where the comet's landed. I'm going to trigger a ruin, that's going to be it. Hopefully not mess it up. I've died once, been killed by an octopus. Those guys really have had their revenge on me finally. So I've killed a lot of their number. Right, we can see an air tribute. Can we see evidence of a meteorite coming down? Not quite. Oh, we can now. So see to your east, and just a great big crater created, almost like sort of dinosaur killing level. Oh, video game vertigo, and yeah, I'm really tired. So I did promise. That's been left by the developers. And there's a ghost message from Blave. Okay, so we're on the right track. You say that, but ew. You say that, but wow. Now, does that look safe? Ew, I'm not sure. You see, they like to do that. They like to confuse you. Is it safe enough? Question, isn't it? Oh, my judgment is not great. It's okay, isn't it? Oh! Is it leading anywhere, though? That's a bit of a big question. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Wow. Not that way. Hmm. There's a waterfall there. Oh my goodness. Are we stuck? Are we stuck, dude? Starve. Are we stuck? Ooh. Oh, oh yeah! To grit my teeth when I see this one because it really annoys me. It does look like we're stuck, doesn't it? Oh no! I talked to Selene again. Oh dear! It's just too late at night. We end up talking to Selene. She's gone. Oh wow! So that was worth seeing. She's abandoned one location. Interesting. She's abandoned one location. Ah, we're still going to. Interesting. I need to put a mark on there. Is it sort of east of here? Is it northeast? Sun's gone. It's annoying. Best to see in daylight, maybe. Yeah, big drop from there. What did we do last time? Anything drops. Something there. Oh, I'm slow tonight. I've had a fairly busy day, you can see. That's just one of those. They recharge your flasks. There's a back entrance to the cave here, wasn't it? Well, the lights of day it should be easy to see what's going on, but no, not necessarily. Oh, this meteorite's a pain. Ah, we're back to where we were too. Crazy, isn't it? We're doing all this stuff to try and find the right way down. And it's not at all obvious. Blaive laid a message as well, but it just wasn't the right way. Yeah, that's a nuisance. So Blaive's message here. If it wasn't, if it is, then it's too people. Yeah, it was there. His message is just like to be avoided. And it's gone dark again. Crazy. That's Blaive's runes, of course, so yeah, it makes sense that he did. Now, Nephalia, I keep thinking of Nephalia as well. We're going to have to leave her for the moment. Wow! Bobby's struggling with the meteor. Let's try this way. Never completely obvious. Meteor. That seems a long way down too, doesn't it? Oh, it's such a headache, man. It's such a headache. Alright. Got a good feeling about it this way. It is a headache. Right. You see that's played its way down again. Following it path down. It just wasn't that way before, was it? Oh man. That suggests this looks way too little going on there. Oh, that's sad. Ooh. Oh, they ain't making things easy. Nah. Ouch! Ouch! No. Yeah, it's a real ouch moment, this. It just, yeah, perhaps it's a long time since I've gone for an early game completion. I've had lots of builds lingering around last third of the game, you know, and struggling to take on. Yeah, I mean that's. I guess it is. Yeah. Yeah, it has to be, doesn't it? Oh, oh my goodness. There, oh. There's just something tonight. Just did not really click there in the end. I think it was, I don't know what I was anticipating, but so I came at it. I think I've come at it at a slightly different angle there anyway. There we are. Now, in itself, this is a little bit of a headache too. You just got to look for doable jump. First one's okay. Yeah, you can pick up various objects. Don't jump that way though. No. Fortunately, there's no one who's really threatening you. Well, yeah. Say again. The little platformy aspects of the game. And we can see something new come up. You got to be a bit careful. This will become. Did we see? Have we seen a few of these in Ray Lucaria? Well, not quite actually. No, not yet. Not yet. A bit on the hairy side. A little bit on the hairy side. It really isn't my favourite. Again, it's another little section. If you're not sure of yourself, it's slightly hairy. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, my memory for things is not fantastic at the moment. You got to be careful of those dudes knocking you off the edge. Yeah, yeah. Okie dokie, yeah. Have a look around yourself. Have a look around. Careful of objects. They're not worth much. That's a big jump down. That's just about okay. It looks hairy, but sort of on the fringe, but just okay as it goes glove up. There we are. We got it done. We've got 10 minutes left, guys. More or less 10. I keep missing everyone with this blasphemous blade. It looks so cool. We're not ready to use it anyway in terms of progression of the game. That's my cold sword, isn't it? Yeah. This has a real Horfos stomp. Alright, well. Here we are. Well, there's Nokron. Okay, so Nokron's marked. There's even more beautiful designs. Oh, we've got Bellberry. There's even more beautiful designs coming up here. And you can see we're underground now, and we're in the Siofra region. So that's fantastic. And, so there's a little clue. Thematically, I'm tying things up nicely. Yet to be opened. Now, Leonia. The very first guy we found was White Mask Var, and he told us to go to the Church of Vowels, the Church of Roses. There he is. So what we've not done so much today is look at Riley's quest, but we are going to do something about Nephili's problems. But first we've got to listen to this interminable character. Oh, we need to find it first. That's the wrong way. Due northwest. Yes, it just looks like a rock from a distance. That's quite a good moment actually. It's a good moment for me to just pour Coca Zero and let you listen to him. It's creepy so.
Be sure to try that finger I gave you.
Oh, has he already given it you, me? Oh, he has. Oh. Right. Goodness. Well, watch me then. Let's do it. Come on. Inventory. Right. No, it's still a good time to what? Seriously? Wait a minute. Right. What are they going to replace? Wow. We're going to replace so round things else we're going to do is very important side quest, but I'm going to have to replace it with something like that. Oh. Okie dokie. So what you have to do, people, is a little bit short, aren't we? A little bit short of time. We've still got some travelling to do. Wow. Talk about mapping the world for a side quest. Incredible. You're heading north. It is some undertaking, isn't it? Elden Ring. What's interesting though is that it might be a way to. Should we have ourselves a little fight to wake up? Yeah. If it's open, I think I'll have a fight here because otherwise I'm just going to fall asleep. I think it's clear. So yeah, we did this one. Just want to wake myself up again. We need to get up there basically. The wonderful singing. Where is she? She's kind of a nuisance because she's full of poison. Where's your sword gone? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Poisoned! Oh dear. Yeah, I adore that little singing Nick Knock, but she's disappeared now. She. It's more like a falsetto or a countertenor. Castrato. Well, we should be able to get up here. goodness, we need to find a Grace on our way. Yeah, there's lots of little fellas up here. Is there a cave? I wonder if I've missed a little cave or catacomb along the way. I wonder. Those guys are up there anyway. Yeah, we're going the right way because we've got a few ghost giants. The jellyfish are a really important part of the world. They're given some kind of magical role in it. Yeah, there's no doubting it. Here we are. So we get to scale. Now this is really an incredible location of 4 belfries. Now, so first of all, find the Grace, like your bonfire in Dark Souls. And that will, yeah, that'll help you to figure out what's going on here. I'm poisoned, so I'm going to rest. Have a little look around. It's adorable. Not quite the sunflowers, but now, oh, we got a chest here, so that's essential. And here we have an imbued sword key. So we had stone sword keys. We've got something a little different here. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to complete the quest first. We are. We're going to complete White Mask's mission first. That's what we're going to do. Now, the bloody finger's not working. So am I going for the wrong one? I don't think so. It's starting to feel a little bit strange here. Wait a minute. Oh, interesting. Now that is interesting. You know what's happened is that I've not paid for the online subscription. So I will be doing that on Friday. Let us just check out with a nice weapon. Not that one. Oh, okay. We started off with something. So we've gone down and we've switched. We've gone down from our Grace, and we've basically then the first one's marked there. We swung left a little bit. We swung. We've got swung eastwards, and we can use the imbued sword key to take a teleporter. Right. So that is interesting, yeah. So by Friday, I'm going to have to get myself online again. Recognize it? There's some butterflies. And I defeated him. So he's gone. I'm quite relieved, actually. I mean, there was no excuse for me to die even once. Be killed by. In fact, if I'd stood up and fought those stupid octopus, I would have been okay. I probably wouldn't be able to fight my way out. But if you run away from beasties, that's what you get. thank goodness. The problem here is that I can do something nice for Nephili, but I can't really do much else. And here is... I wonder what the first thing is then. But anyway, it's opened again, isn't it? Which is the main thing. But for the moment... Yeah. Let's go and see the Gorank, the beast clergyman, which is questionable taste perhaps at the moment. Well, perennially, really. He's pretty gruesome, isn't he? Give him one at a time.
I smell it. Death. Feed it. Tarnished by sugar. Feed me.
Oh, got the seal. Superb. We've got another one to go.
Feed me.
And that's his special attack. So that guy's a pretty incredible foe to take on. We'll do him another time. Now, Nephili. Well, we know where she is. So this is pretty easy going. Yeah, it's 5+2. So she's down here now. You see that door's open there? It wasn't before.
No. How could I say that? Father.
Oh, she is tormented. She's a beautiful girl as well.
Is that ash?
It's an ash of spirit ash.
My thanks. I don't feel the still. It reminds me of thank you.
Now, this is a great way to finish, actually. It's a really nice scene. This is what this lady's all about. Look at this. All bloodshed. Those are those terrible death blights she's got going too.
It is returned to its rightful place.
Right, so she really poisoned that dude.
Of the exalted noble. And now, though I ask you deliver this message to the round table hold. Our hark round table. Disturb not the death of Godwyn, the exalted. We who humbly live in waiting. To one day, what right does anyone? Our Lord will rise. The Lord of the many.
Oh, she just sounds quite Christian, doesn't she? So that's a great scene too. Twin armor, twin gun. Yeah, they are very nice to have too. So quickly, you're picking up some pretty nice armor, and well, what can I say about battle strategies? Personally, I think this, given the ferocity of some of your foes, your parrying and your resistance to strikes, especially a poise breaking strike with your shield and your armor itself, I think you should kind of keep going with it in terms of upgrading your armor. Just my perspective. But if you love rolling and you want to practice for hours timing your evasions, then go for it, guys. And of course, you wander around your underwear. But if you want to parry, use shields, counters for poise breaking too, counter blows. Yeah, In other words, if you want to maintain your poise and break his using parrying and shields, then yeah, you work with the armor too, and really work out a way how to circle fire, often by locking on. So it really works. So, Rani, I'm just a little bit tired. I could have wandered on a little bit for Rani's quest, but I think we'll start with that next time. We can go. We'll say hello to Millicent, who'll be cured. What could be done actually? I don't actually really want to go back that way. That's the only problem. But we need to find another grace round there. Good place to end. Good place to end. Like Bob's day 4, entitled as it was, Morgott and Moog. First of all, Morgott was, well, pursuing all the side quests at once. It just wasn't really possible to take out another demigod today. I did Margate on was it Margate and his the first incarnation of Godfrey the Grafted on day 1. Renala, the wonderful witch goddess, in day 2. Day 3 was Radahn. I'm most impressed by that progress too. We made a lot of good time in those 3 days. Day 4, in terms of a side quest, Volcano Manor, Rani, Selen, still Nepheli, tricky one. If I went for another hour, I could probably get up to Morgott. I'm doing day 4 part 2 and start. I'm really getting first of all getting myself into Lanedale, furthering Rani's quest, maybe killing. I could kill a couple of animal bosses too, so it could be a real bonanza. But I've laid the ground down, laid down the ground even on this particular evening, but I am exhausted. And I started just before 11 anyway, so I put 3 hours in. But that's the size of the game. So let's do a day 4 part 2 on Friday. Friday or Saturday, even Sunday at a push. And Sunday's also possible. I'll just see how the rest of the week goes. But it's been enjoyable. The apartment doesn't look in particularly tidy state, but what the heck is that? Oh, it's just a glasses case. We've gone widescreen again. It's Bobby signing off. Join me again this week just for Elden Ring. I'll put golf on hold. It's not really the season. And I hope to see you back. Keep a lookout on my schedule. I might bring a chat back. I'm still looking for a politics and culture co-presenter, really, for a talking segment. So I quite like a local one, actually, I've got to say. But perhaps I should do a Spanish language one. But contributions have to be done via webcam. Yeah, by a distance, presenting at a distance, faxing in your co-presenting duties. So right, let's say goodbye via light stream then, and catch you all. I would say for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but not all 3. Probably not 2 of those. Okay, take care for now. Enjoy the rest of your night or whatever's happening.